was 1 a.m. I'm sitting alone in my flat. I had rats in the flat. No heating. No hot water. Scrolling through my phone, pretending that was all right. Pretending I didn't care, that nobody cared. If you've ever felt that emptiness and loneliness, then you're not alone. Believe me, you're not alone. Because that's how low alcohol can get you. And you do the same things every day, trying to survive. Because it brings you down so quickly. You don't know what's happening. It spirals out of control very, very quickly, alcoholism. It will get you to the bottom really quickly if you allow it to. Because as I've said before, I think there's four and a half stages really, 5 stages if you want to put it that way. When you social drink, then you moderate drink, and then you become a heavy drinker. Let's say that's stage 3. We'll talk about this one because this is where we are, wouldn't we? Wouldn't be watching this if we're just social drinkers. You're a heavy drinker, and you know you're a heavy drinker. You think, God, a few quid are coming out of the bank. Wife's not too happy, but we're ticking over. We're managing to get to work. Feeling a bit groggy most days, bit of a hangover. And then you get to stage 3.5. I got to stage 3.5 quite young, where you're drinking and you know it's doing your life harm, you know it's doing yourself harm and your family and your career and all the rest of it. That's the critical stage when you need to put the brakes on big time. And then you get to stage 4, when you're past the harming people, you're harming yourself, and you're in active addiction, which is where I was. And the nights are the worst time. At least during the day, there's some activity around you. All I could manage to do in the evening was to get down to the pub for maybe an hour or so. I needed to get out, and I come back to a lonely, cold, empty, vermin-ridden flat. And sit on the bed and try and put some radio on or something. And I used to just sit and think, what has happened to my life? Why am I so lonely? Why am I so depressed? Why am I so down? Why am I so feeling so ill? And I knew really what I'd done. I'd virtually killed myself with alcohol. I didn't eat. My digestive system was all over the place. I would regurgitate anything that I tried to eat. I couldn't have a cup of coffee in the morning. I couldn't have a cup of tea at night. It was just horrendous. The bed sheets hadn't been cleaned in weeks. You know, it was just a mess, a total mess. I feel sick when I think about it. To live like that. And someone said to me, you know, £100 million to have an hour of that, I wouldn't do it. It was absolute torture. So at 1 o'clock, I'd be sitting there scrolling through my phone, whatever time, half pissed as it were. I wasn't really drunk. I never got the buzz that you used to get when I was younger. I was just drinking to function and drinking to be alive, stay alive, and not have a seizure. I was so frightened of having a seizure again. I just think to myself, what's happened? This is killing me every day, and I'm still doing it. I can't get help. I can't get out of it. Vicious cycle, isn't it? I couldn't get my mindset right. I couldn't push myself to the doctors. I couldn't push myself to the hospital. I lived for that hour or so. I could get to the pub for a little while. I used to get a taxi. I used to stagger to the taxi. I used to drink in the house before I went to the pub. My social anxiety was so high. My anxiety with everything was so high. I couldn't answer the phone. I couldn't open posts. I couldn't deal with neighbours. I couldn't do anything. My confidence was shot. I was relying on deliveries for drink. At 3 in the morning, I'd go out. Well, in fact, I couldn't even go out the flat. In the end, I used to get the guys to bring slabs of Stella in. I was so frightened of running out. I had 48 slabs in the end. I mean, what's all that? But I lost my mind. That's what happened. I lost my mind with alcohol. And I lost my body. When I was taken to hospital, I was like, wow, it's incredible. How I'm still here today, I just don't know. The nights were the worst. That's when you overthink. Most alcoholics are overthinkers. Most alcoholics have a very caring nature. Most alcoholics tend to be nice people. That's what I've found. And a lot of alcoholics are very, very intelligent. Don't get me wrong, I'm not putting myself in that bracket. But I think we have overactive minds. We can't switch off. And the only way we can switch off is by having a drink. But in the dead of night, when everyone's having a nice restful sleep, your mind's still racing. What have I done to deserve this? Why am I in this mess? I better have another drink. Have I got enough supply? It becomes your whole life. It consumes you to the point of desperation. You don't live, you just exist. And the regrets come back. Why did I do that? Why didn't I listen? Because we can't listen, because we were addicted to it, and you can only stop when you're ready to stop. And it was torturous to think about what my life was like and why nobody contacted me anymore, why I wasn't popular anymore, why I couldn't feel the pleasures of having a cup of tea, a slice of toast, a cup of coffee, a bite to eat. I didn't want anything. I think I wanted to die. That's what happened to me. I think I wanted to die. Because I knew it had taken its toll. And my body was just about to give up. And I had this huge distended hard stomach, which was ascites fluid. And I felt terrible all the time for months. And I had this, obviously I had this infection called spontaneous bacterial peritonitis. I was so malnourished, and I said to a guy I know and I trust, I said, Martin, I said, do I look rough? He said, Steve, you look fucked. You must do something about this. Keep a diary. All these people are giving this advice. Keep a diary about the doctors had said, and you must do this. You want to help, want help to get the doctors. I couldn't hardly get out of the flat. It's just to get the pub. I couldn't face it in the doctor's surgery. There's all these things on your mind all the time. You think about your friends, how are they doing? They've all done well. You think everyone's all done well. They haven't all done well. But you think that you're the worst. There's always somebody worse off. But when you're at the bottom of the bottle, when I was, there's nothing positive in your mind. It's all negative. And it's just getting that next fix of booze where you think, wow, I feel safe now. I've got enough booze in. Even though I had those 48 slabs of beer, I still didn't feel right. I knew I couldn't drink them all because I didn't feel anything. You know, when you drink, you feel this sort of taste and you feel, oh, that's quite nice, that. When you're an alcoholic, you don't feel any of that. Now, I've never drank spirits, but I fear for some of these people who drink vodka and whiskey could hit your brain so quickly. But I never felt after I had a few, like when I was younger, I had a few pints of lager and I think, whoa, it's good this, feel music on and feel good. I never felt that. I don't think in my years of drinking that I did feel good, most of it really. I think I felt good for the first 10 years of it. And a good session was good. Felt rough, obviously. But when I slipped into addiction, I didn't enjoy it at all. And I'll never, ever forget those long, lonely nights. Watching the minutes tick by. Listen to radio programs, talkings, listen to anything. I couldn't sit quiet. I could never relax without a drink, you see. Overthinking. That's what it comes down to. With me anyway. And a few other things thrown in. You've got to really push yourself to get out of this. It's a deep rut, you know. It's a hard, hard thing to get out of, but you can do it. If I can do it, then you can. The list of medical issues I had is a foot long. And if you want evidence of that, I can send you it. Because I'm here to help, and I do one-to-one now to help people. And I'll put the links in the description for you. I've helped a lot of people. I've got my critics who know nothing about me. You're bound to get that on a social media channel. But I do my best to help people. Because nobody, even my worst enemy, deserves to go through what I did with alcohol. It's a terrible, terrible drug. If you benefit from these videos, then please like and share them. And subscribe to the channel. If you need to, or you want to talk about anything in particular, let me know. And keep positive. There is a way out. We're not gone yet. If you're still breathing, you've got a chance. I mean that. Get on the phone to the doctor, get to hospital, do something, get in touch with me, and let's try and get you sorted out. I'll speak to you soon.